Welcome to Did You Know, a mini-series all about stuff you may or may not have known about the Bible to help you think about deep questions in a fun and informed way. No word is more synonymous with religious worldviews than the word faith. But what is faith really? And is it possible that our understanding of this common word has been so far removed from its biblical meaning that it's lost its significance? Let's find out. A common saying is that faith is blind. When someone tells a friend to try something untested or risky, they might say, you just need a leap of faith. But is that what biblical faith is? Well, some people might even quote Hebrews 11:1, which says, now faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. They also use this to support the idea that it's a waste of time to give evidence for Christianity because, well, we just need faith. It was Bertrand Russell who said, where there is no evidence, no one speaks of faith. We only speak of faith when we wish to substitute emotion for evidence. So what is biblical faith? Well, let's start with how faith is used in Scripture. The Greek word for faith that is used in the New Testament is pisteuo. It can mean to believe in, trust, or be assured, or convinced of something. Some version of that word occurs over 500 times in the New Testament, like when Paul says, for it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and it is not from yourselves, it is a gift of God. Now, contrary to popular belief, faith in the Bible is not the absence of evidence or reason, but trust in the things we believe to be true. It's not all that dissimilar from the way science works. Think about it. Science draws conclusions based on evidence. And if we want to prove that, say, the Earth orbits around the sun, we make some observations, calculations, and maybe perform a few tests. And based on that evidence, we can draw the conclusion that this big ball of matter orbits around the sun. Science doesn't try to prove things with 100% certainty, but it does try to narrow down the margin of error as much as possible. So unlike earthworms, moles, or my sense of fashion, faith is not blind. But it's not mere belief either. Instead, what we see in the Bible is that faith is made up of both belief and trust, like two sides of the same coin. Wait, isn't belief and trust two separate things? Not exactly. Well, think about it like this. Imagine you decided to go skydiving. You watched the training videos, put on your parachute, and were all ready to go. And you even knew the statistics, that there's nearly a 1 in 1 million chance that you would die in a skydiving accident. But just because you know that to be true doesn't mean you trust in your parachute. It's only when you jump out of the plane that your belief in the trustworthiness of your parachute is put to the test. That's what faith is like. In their book, Philosophical Foundations for a Christian Worldview, J.P. Moreland and William Lane Craig, both professors at Talbot School of Theology, sum it up well when they write, in Scripture, faith involves placing trust in what you have reason to believe is true. Faith is not a blind, irrational leap into the dark. Does this mean that there's no room for mystery? Well, of course there is. I mean, we can never hope to know everything about God, His plans, or our world. When Paul says, for we live by faith, not by sight, we know that there will always be some degree of mystery. But isn't that true of all of life? The important thing to remember is that faith is the wedding of knowledge and trust and finds its fullness in a relationship with God. And there you have it, a quick look at a biblical view of faith. If you learned something new, give us a like and consider subscribing. And maybe check out other videos on our Did You Know series. Take care.